Okay, for the next one, xy equals -2 and x plus 2y equals 0. Another one, this first one would be considered nonlinear because if you solve for either x or y, it'll involve a fraction. So for this one, we want to think about what's the best way of solving this here by using substitution or elimination. Probably substitution is the best for this because if you try doing elimination, you're not going to be able to eliminate anything in the bottom because you have an x times a y and these are separate. So we're going to solve this one by substitution. We can either work with the first equation or second equation. If I work with the first equation and solve for x and y, I'm going to get a fraction. So it's probably better to work with the second one. And I noticed that there is an x that's by itself here, so that's going to be the easiest to solve for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to solve for x, because that's the easiest. All I have to do is just move the 2x across the equal sign, and I would get x is equal to -2y. So that would solve that one. Now that I've solved this one, I'm going to take this and put it back in here for the first equation. I have x times y equals -2. The x is -2y. So if I take this one, normally I would have xy equals -2, and I'm going to take out the x, replace it with -2y. So now I have that. I have -2 goes in there for x. I have the y that comes down from the original one, so now I get this. I get -2y squared equals -2. I want to solve that one for y, so divide both sides by -2, and we get y squared equals 1. We square root both sides. Your y is equal to plus or minus 1. Now last time we only got one answer. We were to plug it back in and get the result right away. This one, because I have two answers for y, I actually have to split this up. I'm going to work with x equals -2y, but I'm going to have to do first, I'm going to do it with y equals 1, and then I'm going to work also with y equals -1. I have to put both these in separately, and I'm going to get two different answers for x. So for the first one, if I have y equals 1, I'll put that into here. So x is equal to -2 times 1, so x is equal to -2. If I put that -1 in over here, then we get x is equal to -2 times -1, and then we get x is equal to +2. Now when you write your answer, you want to make sure you write them as coordinates. We get two answers here. -2, 1, the x value has to go first. It's always x, y, so x goes first. -2, 1. The other one is going to be 2 and -1. So these would be the two answers. You get two different points of intersection on this particular problem. -2, 1, and also 2, -1.